Now with defensive back, there are many different coverages that they can play. All right, you get a situation where you get a guy tinkering around, he's pressed, but he then backs up. That's fine, okay? If he then ends up being off, say 5 to 6 yards, you still do the same thing. You want to eat up that space. So if I'm running a vertical, okay, my job is to be able to put myself in a position, not only to be open, but put my quarterback in a position to be able to get the ball. What usually happens is, say you're running a vertical and you have some type of off coverage, what happens is with the receivers, because they have all that space, immediately they think, okay, I'm going to fade to the sideline because that gives me more room. Usually that's the wrong way to think about it, because what happens is when you fade to that sideline, you make it hard for the quarterback because he doesn't have as much room to be able to throw you the ball. All right, you want to keep that space usually between the numbers and the sideline. We're talking college base, or just between you and the sideline at any level. You want to be able to keep that space and be able to give your quarterback the best opportunity to get you the ball. So when doing so, and in order to do so, you have to be able to step on toes. When you step on toes and when you eat up that space between you and the defensive back, what you do is make it hard for a defensive back to be able to make a decision whether I turn my hips this way in or whether I turn my hips out. All right. And as you do that, you step on his toes, you stick your foot in the ground, okay? And if you're running a vertical, you get outside, you stay tight, and you vertical release, knocking hands down, and you stay on that line and you stack right back on top, okay? When it comes to stacking, you want to be able to basically get right back on the line that you started on when you were first getting off the ball and getting ready to run your route as far as with the vertical. So when you get back on that ball, when you get back on that line, now instead of you being a yard or two away from the sideline and the quarterback having to make a great throw and squeeze it in there, now he has about 5 to 6 yards to throw you the ball, and then you make it an easy pitch and catch.